Nice to beat Leeds and especially to score against them, being the local rivals. And it's always nice as a striker to get an early goal, and I was lucky to get one in my second game.
And you got another one straight away against Leicester.
Yeah, our live television on Sky. I was just happy to get it. It's always nice to score a goal, but to get 2 out of 3 games, so very happy.
David Pleat completed a club record signing for Italian forward Benito Carbone from Inter Milan. Our reporter John Helms spoke to Benito and asked him if he was happy to have joined the Owls.
Yes, I'm very happy.
The football good?
The football, yes, good, but it's different in English, the Italy. But now very good for me.
Is Serie A better than English, or is English better than Serie A for you?
No, it's same. It's same. Not different. It's good in Italy, good in England.
Was it very difficult for you coming here to Sheffield?
No, not very difficult. Difficult for language, because I don't speak English. Now my English is better. No, not very good English, but it's better.
No, it's better than my Italian. We know that already.
Sheffield, very supporters. If team last, if team win, always supporters.
Yes.
In another team, not same. Okay.
I was commentating when you scored the goal here against Nottingham Forest. That must have been a marvellous moment for you.
It's the first goal, is very happy because after 4 or 5 games
You wanted a goal.
You
needed to score a goal.
Yeah. Sorry, my English.
No, you're doing very good.
Finish my vocabulary.
I've learnt a lot. You're playing against world-class international players, and it helps. It helps tremendously. Like you're playing against them there. You know what they know what you're doing. You know what they're doing in the end, and it's just brilliant. Yeah.
Is there a match that stands out for you in the season?
I think it's got to be Liverpool, to be honest. We all went there. We were probably hoping for the 1-1, 0-0 draw if we could scrape that, and coming out with a 1-0 victory were fantastic, and nobody could believe it. It got us back going on a run we had.
I think I scored about five goals around about Christmas time. Yeah, it's very pleasing. Obviously, we could have picked a few more points up over Christmas, I think.
Yeah. Were any of those goals special for you?
I think the one at Chelsea was one that stuck in my mind because at the time we was 2-0 down and we was getting beat quite badly, you know. So to get straight back in it as well, and obviously the result that day was good because we scraped the goal in the last minute, and I think team spirit was at its highest then.
And I still think I've got great times in front of me. Like I said, the fans are probably getting a little bit frustrated with the injuries I've had, but I mean, they can believe me that they're not getting as frustrated as what I am, and I'd like to prove it to them again, and like you say, the manager and the rest of the staff.
Lads have been keen to work. They've listened to the coaches, to the manager, and basically done what he's asked, so it's been good from that point of view.
The start that you made, you beat Villa, you scored at Newcastle. I bet that was a big moment for you.
Yeah, don't normally get 2 for the same club, so always nice to score.
Spoken to the players, and the majority can look themselves in the mirror for sure and say they've done as well as they can do, and I feel that we have. I don't want to sound complacent, but I think we've almost maximised fully the players that we've had available. We have had over a period of the season some vital players injured for 3 months, like Graham Hyde, 6 months. John Newsom's been out this season. David Hurst missed part of the season. Guy Whittingham was out with broken ribs. So there's only 2 players that were ever present, hopefully Ian Nolan and Kevin Pressman. So I think it says a lot for the team spirit and the way they've worked together. I think we designed a system at the start of the season that suited the players, and I think we've done as well as we can do. I would love to finish with a flourish. It may appear that we haven't done that. We certainly started with a flourish, and then we had this wonderful run, I think, where we went probably 25 or 27 games with only 2 defeats, and a cup run as well. So my overall assessment is, yes, we've definitely moved some of the players or made changes that we needed to make, and things have gone on, and now we have to take it further.
How satisfied are you with the likes of Stefanovic and in particular Carboni?
I think Stefanovic has been an example to every young player. He's only 22. He's met the best centre forwards, some of the best centre forwards in the world this season, and he's handled them superbly well. Last year at times he looked amateurish. The whole thing was too much for him. It was though he was in a kind of a vacuum and he couldn't just get out. But this year he's expressed himself, he's stayed on his feet, he's used the ball wisely, he's competed well. I think Stefanovic has made massive progress. And Carboni is impish, he's lively, he's got a lot of ability. He'll know next season now, having had this season's experience, of the requirements. Just sometimes gets caught in possession wanting to overdo things a little bit, but has wonderful dribbling skills, can ignite the crowd with his cleverness, and he's got a good shot. So we've got to get him in the team in a position that we can make the most of those strengths. The chemistry's been good this season. Whatever the chemistry's been, it's been good. And you know, if we do get a couple of weeks rest in the summer, I think we can look back and say it was quite exciting. It was quite good. We've only lost one game at Hillsborough, which is a super record as we go into the last game.
Harder together. I mean, that's probably been the main issue. Everybody's been together and we've stuck together, defended very well, and like I say, and Andy Booth coming in, he scored some good goals, important goals, and like I say, the team pretty much blended together.
Despite your problems, the fans actually love you here. I mean, you scored the 2 goals on your debut at Villa, and they've never forgotten that, have they?
No. I hope it's not only the 2 goals that they have seen. To be honest, I love the fans as well, and I always get a little extra response from the fans, and I really like that. That's a good thing. But the most difficult thing is that you can't give him anything back. You know, if they love me, you want to give him something back, and that's difficult when you're not playing. But anyway, I would say next season, I will start fresh. And make sure the manager can't leave me out.
How confident are you that you can build on this next season?
Yeah, we've got a young squad, and there's lads on the outside the squad who are pushing as well. So there's good hope in the future. Yeah.
There aren't any easy games in the Premier League. What we got to be looking at next season is to get a good cup run and obviously to finish higher in the league than what we have this year.
I think Atherton, Pressman, Nolan, Tommy Booth in his first year from Huddersfield has really settled in. Super lad as well. That's important, the type of players that we've got here. Pembridge has overcome the fans' reticence about his ability last year. Stefanovic has come on. Walker's had a solid season. Humphreys is emerging. So lots to look forward to. A couple of new signings perhaps. And I'm sure the sun will shine on us at the start of next season. We may not get 4 successive wins at the start, which was but I think we proved more than that. I think in the middle of the season we were the side that everyone said was beating the odds, and I still feel our final position will say quite clearly that this year Sheffield Wednesday beat the odds.